I've been so frustrated the last 5 years since I've been aware of that place, of how do I make these people understand what is going on here. It's like, it's a yawn. Like, oh, really? Yeah, oh, really? And she said she had sent her son out there to the Restoration Youth Camp in Prichard. She wanted to know if I'd go out there and check on him because she was concerned. She hadn't heard from him, and when we did, it sounded like he was kind of afraid to speak to her. And so I said, well, yes, ma'am, I'll go out there. So I was met at the front gate by William Knott. He said, well, it's lunchtime. The children are over the lunch hall. Well, you want to go to the lunch hall? I said, yes. So I walked over the table and spoke to some of the boys, and I said, well, how are you boys doing everything here? How's the food? They would not answer my question until they looked over my shoulder and looked at Mr. Knott. That right there let me know, why can't these children respond to a little small-time questioning without being paralyzed in fear? Well, I went and I got to talk to Mr. Knott, and I told him that this young man's mother asked me to check on him. She was concerned about him. Mr. Knott brought this young man in, and he sat down in a chair about 3 or 4 feet from me, and I pulled him in real close to me. I said, I'm a police captain. I want you to look at me. Anything you tell me is between you and me. He said, well, they would pick him up in California in a van. He said, as soon as they left, they put him in leg irons and handcuffs. When they got to Mobile, the first thing they did, they stripped the boy naked. Then they made the boy start doing push-ups, jumping jacks, all kind of exercises. He said, Knott got down there and grabbed me by the back and neck, started pounding my head on the floor, and he told me I was going to exercise until he got tired. He said, I got to where I couldn't even lift myself off the floor. So they drug me around by my ankles and stuck me into this isolation booth and shut the door. These 8-foot by 8-foot isolation booths with a light bulb burning overnight. They would make these boys stand there day and night for weeks, even months, 3 and 4 months at a time, locked in a room by themselves. Let them out only long enough to take a shower and go to the bathroom. Or sometimes they just put a bucket in there and say, here's your bucket. We'll empty it once a day. Now, this is a violation of the Geneva Convention as a war crime. As a war crime. One of the boys this young black boy, he was a little tiny guy, but they stripped that boy naked one time, put him in leg irons, hung him upside down and beat him with belts. He's still got the scars around his ankles and his wrists from these things happening to him. That boy had guts. He took it upon himself to get letters written, and he would sneak letters out to me from different boys telling about the abuse. I have all the original letters. Every place these places are still living in the 16th century where children can be abused with no accountability. But it's taken all of this to finally get something done in this state in 16th century Alabama. It's got to stop.